Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. I'm your host Lucas with Mal, Maurice, and JT. And guys, we are wrapping up our off-season grades for each team in the division. And of course, last but not least, because they're the most recent team to win a Super Bowl, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, before we get into that, I think we need to first acknowledge that the lady of the podcast was not with us last week. We missed you.
Missed you guys too. Happy to be back.
And Mal, also, you get 10 seconds to brag. Go for it.
Yay, go Knicks. First time since 99. New York is really excited, guys. Last night was great. It's awesome seeing the footage from the city. I'm glad everyone's enjoying it, but still haven't finished the job. So seeing the Knicks in the finals and next week, that'll be fun. We'll circle back.
If the Knicks win the championship, are you coming back to New York for a parade?
I'm debating it.
Sure.
I'm going to have FOMO if I don't go. That seems like the time of my life. So maybe we'll see what happens.
It's the Knicks.
I will say this. If they win, I cannot watch ESPN for the next 3 months.
That's fair.
Because Stephen A. Smith will be insufferable.
I think the fans in New York deserve it. I don't think Stephen A. don't deserve it.
He also hates you guys, so I get it.
I can't stand him too.
He was a writer for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, and on that note, let's go ahead and switch it to the guy who this episode is actually about, Maurice and the Eagles.
Yeah, we're going to get into the Eagles.
Yeah, let's go. I got some things to say.
Oh, boy.
You got some things to say.
Yeah, I got some things to... Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
All right.
Let him cook.
All right, so first we're going to start off with coaching changes because there was some pretty important coaching changes. Obviously, we all know Kevin Patullo's going. I think he's with Miami now, if I'm not mistaken. We bring in a new offensive coordinator, Sean Manning. We also bring in a new passing game coordinator, and Josh Grizzard. Besides that, I like Manning. We'll see what he can do. I was a little skeptical when they first announced it, but after doing more homework and research, I like where he's going so far, especially based off of press conferences and stuff like that. I like what I'm hearing. We did lose longtime offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland. He's been replaced with Chris Cooper. Besides that, pretty much we retain everyone else on offense. Aaron Moorhead, our wide receivers coach, Jamal Singleton, our assistant head coach and running backs coach, Greg Austin, offensive line assistant coach. And on the defensive side, we lost Christian Cooper to JT and the Dallas Cowboys.
Christian Parker,
yeah. What did I say?
Cooper.
Christian Cooper.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Excuse me, pardon me. Christian Parker. We lost him to the Dallas Cowboys. He's their new defensive coordinator. Joe Casper was hired to replace Parker. Well, I guess to say now it's pretty much only team news, but Vic Fangio in a press conference last week did say that he's going to be back for at least 2 more years. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be our defensive coordinator for at least the next 2 years, which is wonderful to hear. Since Vic Fangio's been here, the defense has been amazing. The best stretches in our defense since going all the way back to Buddy Ryan, basically. And that's the early 90s.
Yep.
Shout out Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson had a good defense, too.
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
Yeah. Jim Johnson had a good defense. But besides that, no other notable changes with our offensive and our defensive coaches. So we're going to move on to free agency.
What's your grade?
Yeah, for the coaching changes.
My grade for the coaches is A. Straight A. Obviously, you can't go wrong with any upgrade over Kevin Patullo. You really can't go wrong with that. So, wish the best to him. Nothing personal. But I like
business.
What we got.
I think your fans, it was personal.
Well, they made a couple idiots, but I mean, we don't.
Philadelphia fans are passionate. You know how it goes.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. I mean, a handful of idiots. Don't judge us all by a handful of idiots, even though a lot of people on social media do that anyway. But it's cool. All right, we're going to get into free agency. First, we started off free agency with a 3-year contract extension for Jordan Davis. Well earned, well received. He signed a 3-year deal for $78 million, $65 million guaranteed. Can't beat that with a stick. Shout out to Jordan Davis. Other free agency news we had was agreed to terms with Grant Calcaterra, Johnny Mundit, 2 tight ends, Rick Woolen, a 1-year deal, Brandon Mann, our punter, on a 4-year contract, Arnold Epikeke, linebacker, we signed Jonathan Jones to a 1-year deal, both 1-year deals. We brought back Dallas Goedert for 1 year. We also agreed to terms with Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal, Damian Pierce on a 1-year deal. We agreed to...
Hold up, Damian Pierce is still in the league?
Yes.
That is... Okay.
He's kicking, yeah.
I did not realize that. I thought he was... I thought he's... Wow, okay.
Well, we don't know if he'll actually make the team, but they signed him to a 1-year contract. They also signed to 1-year contracts Marcus Epps, JT Gray, and they traded Sidney Brown to the Atlanta Falcons. A couple more additions was Stone Smart, tight end, Andy Dalton. They brung in with a trade from the Panthers for a 7th-round pick in the 2027 NFL Draft. They bring back Fred Johnson and Elijah Moore on 1-year contracts. They signed Elijah Moore to a 1-year contract. They agreed to a deal with Joe Tryon-Shoyinka and a linebacker, Chandler Martin, on a 2-year deal. And also, it happened during the draft, but I'm going to highlight it here. They traded for Jonathan Grenard and a 2027 7th-round pick to the Vikings for a 2026 3rd-round pick and a 2027 3rd-round pick. So that was pretty much all the acquisitions in free agency. Grade I'm gonna give them for that is it was big that they brung back. It was big that they brung back Dallas Goedert. They lost a couple key guys, but I mean they couldn't sign everybody. They just couldn't. So with that said, I give them a B+ when it comes to that. Now the Grenard trade almost puts him at an A, but we're going to see how he works out on the defense in training camp and to start the season. But I like the fact that how we address the need instead of just drafting a guy who may or may not, depending on where their draft position was, it's going to be effective year one. Just went out and got a vet who's known to, get pressure on a quarterback. So I gave it a B+. I give it a B+. All right, so draft picks. First-round pick, Mekhi Lemon, received from USC. Second-round pick, Eli Stowers, tight end, Vanderbilt. Third-round pick, Markel Bell, offensive tackle from Miami. Cole Payton, quarterback from North Dakota State in the 5th round. 6th round, Micah Morris, guard, Georgia. Round 7, 3 round 7 picks. Cole Wieniski, safety from Texas Tech. Uar Bernard, defensive tackle, international pathway player. And Keyshawn James Newby, offensive linebacker, edge, New Mexico. So, draft.
You gave it a B+. You gave it a B+ when we did the initial reactions. Are you sticking with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I am cool with that. Yeah, after like a month or so thinking about it. Yeah, obviously we gotta see these guys play, but I'm going to be high on Mekhi Lemon. Obviously, we made the bet last week, Lucas. I'm gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the low hanging fruit, the cloud in the room is going to be AJ Brown. We'll see what happens June 1st or a little after that. A lot of stuff going around. Maybe he goes to the Patriots. Maybe he goes somewhere else. We're going to see. But I am at the point now I'm settled in on him being moved. So he will get moved, so we'll see where he goes. As Mal would say, more to come.
Let me ask you this, a few things. So
More
by
to
the
come.
way, so any UDFAs that you wanted to highlight before
Yes.
we get into it? Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Linebacker, they bring in a couple guys. Linebacker Dante Lawson from Alabama. I'm surprised he didn't get drafted. He might make the team. If anything, special teams. Daquan Wright, tight end from Ole Miss. Another guy that I thought they bring in a bunch of guys who should have got drafted.
Yeah.
Last year in Ole Miss, he had 39 catches for 635 yards and 5 touchdowns. He might make the team as well at the tight end position. It's going to be a battle there. And an underrated signing in UDFA that I think is going to make the team. Rocco Underwood, the long snapper.
Rocco Underwood. Yeah,
Hey,
you know
yo.
what? Now you know what? Have to cheer for the guy just because of the name. The name is fire. It is Key and Peele level football player. East West Bowl all the way. Rocco Underwood. Yep.
Underwood, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for it.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
here
the
for
long
the
snapper.
vibes.
He was the long snapper for Trey Smack, who was the only kicker that got drafted.
Please tell me this guy has a mullet, because I would just be the perfect. Just tell me that he has a mullet. I would
so.
Die happy. Oh,
Chances of that, without even googling,
I would die happy.
I would die happy. I would.
Go Underwood, kicker Trey Smack.
Yep.
What
Period.
a combo.
Honestly.
Trey Smack got drafted by the Packers. The only kicker that got drafted. So
he does not have a mullet, but you know what? He looks like he would grow one. I need him to do that.
Type of guy.
More to come.
More to come.
More to
He's
come.
that type of guy. So
He looks like that type of guy.
So yeah, he's a long snapper that just might might stay on the team because where do they go for long snappers? So I mean, he might make the team. So, question, comments, concerns, grades. What you guys got?
Lucas, you can go first because you said you have stuff to say.
Yeah.
Oh no! I guess I should go. All right. So let's go back to your coaches. Let's start there. Remind me the name of your head coach, your offensive line coach that you lost again. I just want to make sure I get it right.
Jeff Stoutland.
Jeff Stoutland, arguably, has been the best offensive line coach in the 21st century. And you're saying that you lose him and you're still giving your team an A? I'm sorry. I can't do that.
It wasn't can I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a second though. Stoutland left football altogether. It wasn't a choice. They didn't really have a choice.
I get that, but even if it's a choice or not, you still have to grade on the loss. The loss is the loss.
But I think he's grading on who's replacing him and what the potential is for the line.
What do we know about this guy that's replacing him? I know nothing.
Well, at the end of the day, it comes down to the players, right?
Does
he
it?
Still got a really good offensive line.
Yeah.
Mekhi Beckham has had one good season. It was under Jeff Stoutland. He's a free agent right now.
He hasn't been picked up yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been picked up. That's just saying how good of a coach, offensive line coach he's in. He's in the Callahan sphere of offensive line coach.
Keep one thing in mind, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new offensive coordinator and a complete new offense.
Yeah. Let's talk about the new offensive coordinator, okay? Now, you guys ding me a little. Maybe I don't remember for sure. I think. Look, obviously, upgrading from Petula is an upgrade. Let's be clear. However, you're going from one guy that's never called plays to another guy that's never called plays. Now, granted, I was high on my offensive coordinator that we hired who hasn't called plays either. They're both former quarterbacks, so maybe this works out, but we don't know. Well, but what we do know is whenever an offensive coordinator has come in and tried to change the system for Jalen Hurts, has not gone well until they decided to commit to the run. When what's his name was there?
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore was there. Jalen Hurts was one of the worst quarterbacks in the league in terms of interceptions. So let's call a spade a spade. We don't know how this is going to impact with Jalen Hurts. Now, granted, we've heard good things from training camp, but you always hear good things from training camp. If you don't hear good things from training camp, then we have bigger issues.
I I think one advantage that this guy will have, though, Lucas, is Grizzard coming in. He was the previous play caller, offensive coordinator for Tampa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that influence there, I think that helps a little.
It might. Yeah, it might.
I remember when they signed Manning, I said, essentially the Eagles have 2 offensive coordinators with Grizzard. Now, you could say they have 2.5 with Andy Dalton, who's been around for a long time. We've seen a lot. So you have 3 minds there that's going to steer Jalen Hurts in the right direction when it comes to this new offense.
I mean, look.
It's a formula for success anyway.
On paper, yes, but we'll have to. I'm very bullish on Jalen Hurts is willing to adjust his scheme at this point of his career, to be completely honest.
Now throughout the question a couple of weeks ago, we will find out Jalen Hurts can be a good quarterback in a new offense, in a passing dominant offense.
Yeah, I love when I stir the pot.
Yeah. It's always fun. Yeah. JT, did you want to add to that?
Well, the grade's great.
Oh, my grade for you guys is like a C+ on the coaching thing. I think the loss of Stoutland is just too much not to.
Wow, you bring it down 2 grades just because the offensive line coach?
He's one of the best to ever do it, dude. And like, you lost him. Now, granted, it was his choice, but you still lost him.
All right.
Whoever you got to replace him was going to be a downgrade.
All right. You know, before JT goes, I just want you to give me a grade for everything together.
You want? Okay. Free agency. You added some interesting pieces, some tight ends and some other pieces, some wide receivers. Trying to build up the weapons for Jalen Hurts. Fair, but you guys don't do best when you guys do best not when you give Jalen Hurts weapons. It was when you have an elite defense, and you lost Jalen Phillips. Now, granted, you added some guys in the draft and some ancillary pieces in free agency, but you didn't just lose him. You lost Nakobe Dean as well, and some other players. And like, look, that can't be ignored. So free agents, look, I get that you added some talent on offense.
I think Grenard is an upgrade over Phillips.
Hey,
and Jahai Campbell, we'll see what Jahai Campbell
You're betting on young guys hitting year 2. And granted, I was doing that last year, and you guys were like, hold the horses, Lucas. Let's see what happens. Look, granted, now you have a better defensive coordinator than I had last year. That's fair, and he does a decent job of developing talent, but you never know until you know for sure. And maybe Jahad's ready, maybe he's not. I gotta look what we do know for sure. So for free agency, I'm gonna have to give you a B- on that.
Okay.
Now I did say in the draft that I gave you an A+ or an A. I think it was an A. And I'm still gonna give you an A on the draft. I think you guys got some really good, talented pieces. I think you guys did really well in the draft. But like I said before, coaching, you got a little bit better with the offensive coordinator. You have to be more to be seen, but losing Stoutland is a big blow to you guys. And I think, look, Saquon's not the runner you used to be. Your offensive line is 2 guys close to retiring. You haven't filled all the holes in that yet to find suitable replacements, because usually you guys draft offensive linemen high in the draft when it gets to this point for those 2 guys, because both of them considered retirement this year. So you didn't do too much to replace that, and that's a concern, to be completely honest. So we'll see. But I think the offensive line is actually a bigger problem for you guys than most of your fans realize. And I think that's something that's might come up in the regular season.
So you think that Maurice's team had the worst offseason in the division?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
now they had a good draft, but free agency and coaching, I don't think so. I'll be completely honest. I don't think
that's a hot take.
Well, what is? And I meant to ask you this before. Then, what is your hot take for the Eagles offseason? Because I need to make a graphic for this afterwards.
Well, my hot take is Jalen Hurts is going to succeed in the new offense.
So Jalen Hurts will thrive in Eagles' new offense. Okay, cool.
Yes,
I can make. I can.
Coordinator with Sean Mann.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, with new weapons. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can make that work. Okay. All right, JT. I know you've been waiting. Appreciate it. Let me cook. It is your turn, my friend.
Got everything out your system?
I think so. I think I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm
All
good.
right, cool. Coaches, I give y'all a B minus. I know Stoutland, he was one of your key guys, especially on the offensive line. Who knows? The new guy comes in, could take over what needs to be done. I'm not gonna try to take too much from it. We'll just see how your offensive line go from there. The coaches that you hired, they look like they could be potential upgrades, and we just gotta wait and see. Free agency, I give that a B minus. I know that each receiver that you brought in to try to upgrade this offense is a possibility that we may have seen the last of Alabama Hurts. And this time around, we're probably going to see an upgrade to an Oklahoma Hurts.
Ooh,
and
I like that.
With that, you got to look at what he did at Oklahoma his last year. He transferred out of Alabama to try to have more of an increased role at Oklahoma. He was airing that ball out. So you bring a guy in there, Hollywood Brown, that can help with that, but you also got to count that the receivers that you brought in more than likely are potential wide receiver twos. So you're really trying to alleviate adding around that, especially with the Mekhi Lemon on your receiving core with Smitty. Now, my question for you, Maurice, is that do you feel like losing A.J. Brown is going to be a big hit on the wide receiver core?
That's kind of a twofold question, and I'm going to give you a twofold answer.
Okay.
I think it takes away some of the dynamic part of the offense, the passing game. But I think the flow of the offense and distributing the ball will be much better this season. Because I thought Jalen Hurts tried to force the ball to AJ, whether it is to make him happy or he just saw a matchup. I don't know. But they kind of forced the ball to AJ last year. This was in the midst of AJ, keep it a buck, pouting, crying on the sideline.
Books on the sideline.
Yeah. So I think the way this offense is going to be built, it's going to be kind of like Green Bay's offense, where you have a bunch of guys that can go anywhere on the field, specifically the middle of the field. They got Mekhi Lemon, who's really good at that. We're going to see the difference in the offense. Now, do they have that 6'3", 6'4", dominant big man they can just throw the ball up to anymore? Probably not. I mean, they got Johnny Wilson, but Johnny Wilson might not make the team. But anyway, a skilled guy at that size. Anyway, we're going to see the difference in offense. I think it's going to be more. Let everybody eat instead of one man dominating. And luckily, we do have a receiver now in Devontae Smith, who's never really complained, never really cried about how many targets he gets on a weekly game basis. So I think we got it. I think we got a good receiving core.
Okay. That kind of brought to my attention that I felt that if y'all traded A.J. Brown, I don't think that would be much of a big hit for y'all, especially with the scheme that y'all are going to with the different receivers. I think it's going to truly teach team ball with the receiving core that, honestly, with him being a headache, I think that might get removed from your team if y'all do decide to move from A.J., where you just got to see how it plays out, that more than likely the offense might go into a college-based scheme where it will unlock Hurts in his Oklahoma days of just being able to air the ball out. Mm-hmm. Now, the biggest thing is, I think from running the football from 90% of the time, it might shift to maybe 60%. Or they could try to alleviate and do a 50-50 with running pass, which would take pressure off of Barkley, but it would also help increase what they want to do in the passing game for Hurts. You just got to see how it plays out. But overall, coaches, B-, free agency, B, and then the draft, I give y'all a B+.
Okay. All right. Now?
Yeah, so I think I gave your draft an A-. Mm-hmm. I'll stick by that. draft was pretty solid. I think you got a few needs. Coaching hires, I mean, yes, Stoutland was a big, part of your organization, which made you guys successful. However, I did like the bringing in of Grizzard alongside Mannon. I think that's going to make a big difference more than people think. So I'll give your coaching hires a B. Free agency, I'll give you a B as well. So overall for the offseason, I guess that's a B plus.
Okay. Averages out to about a B.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you said that you basically covered Eagles news, right?
Yeah, but basically Lucas is saying, so we've done all the offseason grades now.
Yeah.
So does everyone agree with Lucas that the Eagles had the worst offseason?
No.
That's a yes.
I think the Commanders had the worst offseason.
I know you do. I know you guys do. Haters are gonna hate. Haters because they hate.
But hey, guess what? It ain't gonna matter because the Giants finna be 3-14 and they're gonna wind up having the worst offseason.
Don't do that to yourself.
No, I gotta set the bar low because if I set it high, it's just disappointment. So the lower the better. Pleasant surprise. More to come. More to come.
Yeah, he said like a Sixers fan, doesn't he?
Like trusting the process for decades.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I trusted it too long. But anyway, the team news. Like I mentioned it in the offseason grade. Vic Fangio confirmed that he's going to be here. He thought about it, retirement, but he's going to be here for at least 2 more seasons. And that's great news. He's done a good job developing, scheming, everything involving Vic. He's made all pros out of Zach Bond. I think he's going to do the same thing with Jahai Campbell, who's going to replace the Kobe Dean. Right now, Vic Fangio, he's in that Mount Rushmore of Eagles defensive coordinators right now with Jim Johnson. Buddy Ryan wasn't the defensive coordinator, he was the coach, but still, their defense is pretty good too. So, anyway, no real team news.
All right, JT, what about you guys?
Oh, question for Maurice. Do you feel like this upcoming season, do you feel like your defense is going to be the main focal point?
What do you mean, my mate? You mean like the dominant
being able to carry while the offense figure things out? Or you think the offense is going to pick back up?
That's a good question.
Y'all are going to try to be balanced?
That's going to be a good question.
That's a good question. I'm not depending, but after looking at the schedule, those first couple weeks, I do think the defense will kind of like have to pick up the slack a little bit and let the offense kind of learn on its own now. This is the thing about the NFL preseasons now, because usually you can get all the kinks out in the preseason, but starters don't really play in the preseason no more, which is a shame. So if that's one thing I wish the Eagles would do, I would wish that some of the starters, if not all of them, actually play in this preseason coming up.
Man, me and you both. I need my team to play
get a series or 2 in there.
Look,
just to kind of
we don't got no cakewalk to begin. We got to start off running, and I need my guys playing at least like half a game for each one of the preseason.
Yeah.
Like that's
a couple of series, not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, JT.
Earl.
Well, it's going to be very easy. I have no team news. I'm actually kind of happy about that. There's no drama at the moment. So, pass.
Can't relate.
I think this is the first time in 3 years, guys. First time in 3 years. Appreciate that.
And it feels...
No team news for the first
They've
time
been
in 3
quiet.
years.
Cowboys have been quiet.
Cowboys on vacation.
Quiet like a little church mouse. I'm
wait
cool
a second.
with
No,
it.
my phone's vibrating. Yo, that would be
maybe
wild.
the only news I could find is that they hired these 2 guys to be like this type of analytics specialist. Overheard some news about that, but it wasn't anything that was like, big news or anything like that. So, but zero news.
AI is becoming very big in sports. They have departments now for this stuff.
And everywhere AI is becoming
basketball
big,
too. To the demise of some basketball presidents and basketball operations. But anyway,
you just okay. So we're turning into Ben Maurice. We're turning into Ben. For those that don't know, me and Maurice are on another podcast called Basketball Now and Then, and one of our co-hosts, Ben, always finds a way to make a Sixers reference, and now both me and Maurice have done it in this episode. So
we apologize. It's a football
we
podcast.
apologize. Nothing but love, Ben. We're just teasing.
It's all good. Y'all embedded the process. That's all.
Yeah, it's embedded. All right. All right, Mal. What about you?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say one comment.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants are always talked about for anything but winning. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, when you put it like that, jeez, okay.
For anything but winning, nothing good, always bad, always some bull sugar, as JT says. But anyway,
I heard about tree trunks. That's all I heard about.
What? Oh, anyway. If you know, you know.
What's that thing? 6'7"? Y'all do?
Yeah. So I'll get to the stuff that I didn't really. A few things happened, but like I wasn't here last week. So one thing, and I'm gonna say something. Let me finish before we comment, because Lucas, I know you have a comment. Well, first I'll do the short one first. Malik Neighbors had touch-up surgery on his knee. Harbaugh commented that he doesn't know if he'll be ready. If he will, we kind of assumed he wasn't going to be ready, hence why my poll question, which we'll get to later, but we'll see what happens. Hope he gets well. Hopefully, he'll be ready by week 1, but if not, we don't want to rush it. Got to do what you got to do to get back to 100%. So wishing Malik well on his long recovery. Hopefully we can get that sorted out. Now, the second one, I'm going to finish by saying this. So Joe Shane got a 3-year extension. Now, this brought a whole lot of outrage. Like a whole lot of outrage. Now, here's my thing. I don't really care about his extension because, one, it doesn't mean that he can't be fired still. It just means that he's extended. Mm-hmm. And 2, we know his role on this team now is pretty clear.
Yes, ma'am.
It didn't really bother me too much. I don't think it even really moved me. Like, I got the notification on my phone and I was kind of like, okay, get your bag, I guess. Like, in the end, it doesn't really change the trajectory of things. Like, Harbaugh still is the main influence on this team on making decisions. And like I said, in the end, if this season is total wasted trash, we knew he was going to be here anyway. They weren't going to fire him now.
Right.
It still is a possibility next year. So I wasn't really moved. I mean, I guess I get why everyone was outraged about it, but I'm just kind of like, okay. Like, honestly, sometimes I forget he's even still there.
And that's
to be
okay.
honest with you. Yeah.
That's
and I think
totally
it's better
fine.
that way. I think it's better that way. But this is still Harbaugh's team. I know Joe Shane's role is very clear-cut. They wanted to waste their money and extend him, so be it. I mean, if this class winds up being great, then I mean, hey, what's the worst thing that happens? Yeah, I don't really foresee that being like a permanent thing, so I'm not really moved by it. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Shane, that is something there. Oof.
Honestly, get your bag, King. Pop off, I guess.
I'm gonna get a bag of popcorn and just watch. That's what I'm gonna
pockets.
do.
There's nothing to watch though. Like I said, he's literally
he's a yes man.
He is what he is. Like, it's very clear. So
you know what? I wish they brought back Hard Knocks for this division.
Right?
Yeah.
Rio said this. He was
cool.
like, they chose the wrong year. It should have been this year, not last year.
It should have been this year. It should have been this year. Yeah.
It should not.
But no.
Low profile. Yep.
But I think that's all I got for the Giants.
See, I would just suggest that the Giants re-sign Bryce Ford Whedon. Just make sure that you have enough wide receiver depth. Just make sure.
It's not going to happen.
Let me have my dreams, okay?
Why don't you put him on your team?
I would love to, but I'm not the GM. I would sign all the former West Virginia guys. I bring in, what's the QB that became a wide receiver? I don't know, but
every single one of them.
I bring back Pat White. Let's go. I know he's like 35 and a coach. I would. I'm sorry. I'm
Wild.
staying on brand.
Man,
I'm staying on brand. I gotta go.
Get
I
that
gotta
man
stop.
It's
hit
your
like a
turn,
cartoon.
Lucas. Do you have any team news for the Commanders?
Got hit like a cartoon. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just let one slide. Look. No, I don't think there is any major team news at this time. We know OTA start tomorrow for us. People are excited. People are over analyzing pictures, which is fine because it's the off season. People are excited about Josh Carnley Jr.'s massive biceps. A little weird, but it is what it is.
It's the season for grown men obsessing over men's bodies.
Yeah, they want to see the final product after having the off-season peanut butter.
That I'm not going to go down.
Dude, Giants Twitter's out here like obsessing over the size of Abdul Carter's thighs. Like, what are we doing?
Crazy work.
Yeah, like be so for real.
What's up with the fans and Giants players' legs, man? I don't get that. But that's a whole a whole different
Saquon too. Yeah,
Saquon.
Not just Saquon. Apparently Jackson Dart too. But
like I said, people be weird.
Yeah,
it's the off season. Nothing else is going on, so there has to be some type of.
So yeah, no major news on our front right now. I do know that our president of Harris Sports is temporarily being the GM, basket head guy of the Sixers while they're trying to find a new guy. Hopefully that doesn't take away from his responsibilities with the Commanders. We'll see. He's not going to stay there permanently, though. I mean, much to the chagrin of most Sixers fans. Dang it, I really am pulling a Ben. Okay.
You trust in the process.
Apparently I am. I'm going to stop talking now.
Is it that time?
Is it that? I think it's that time. Maurice, is there anything around the NFL? Please, something that we can talk about, because we can't talk about Rashid Rice or anybody getting arrested, really. Because there was Josh
Jacobs.
We can't talk about him. No.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's in some hot water because of some domestic violence charges.
Seems like a lot of people are in hot water for some of the decisions that they make.
Can we just make no, that gets political. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Just don't hit people, guys. That's keep your hands to yourself.
Facts.
Yeah. Besides that, let's move on from that. Nico Collins, he got a new deal.
Cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. Derwin James. Probably one of the best.
Extension?
You got an extension.
Yeah,
one of the best safeties in the game.
Yeah, second highest, I think. And
second highest.
Yeah, is like $57 million guaranteed, I think.
Wow.
No. Schefter says he's the highest.
Oh, is
he
it
has become the highest paid safety for the second time in his career.
Second time in his career. That's where I got messed up. My bad.
Good for him.
So a 3-year, $25.2 million per year deal, $57 million altogether.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
He earned it.
His agent was David Mulugeta.
I was just going to say that.
You said ill.
Shout out Matthew Stafford. He got an extension, a 1-year extension.
Yeah, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His agent Mulugeta too?
Is he? That's a good question.
Not reported. I don't know that one.
Okay. You probably kept that out.
Stafford's in that offense with Sean McVay, he's been pretty elite quarterback. Man, Puka, Cooper Kupp, yeah.
You think Puka gets paid?
Puka gotta get his. Puka gotta get himself together first, man. He's in rehab right now.
Well,
at least he's in rehab.
That's true,
right? That's important.
Yeah. So okay.
Oh, one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. This one's going to make Lucas smile. NFL agent Sean Stiletto. You know who that is? Stiletto?
Oh, Tommy DeVito's guy?
Yeah, Tommy DeVito's guy.
Yeah.
He's playing in an Italian men's national flag football team.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
If you saw this picture of him, he's ripped. He's jacked.
Is he really?
Off-season peanut butter.
Share the picture in Slack. I'm curious. We use Slack, by the way. Just saying.
All right. And besides that, I did want to highlight in Florida, they made a Teddy Bridgewater Act.
Yes,
I saw
yes,
that.
Oh, really?
yes.
Yeah. So now
Basically,
coaches can use. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, basically, so Teddy got like docked last season as a high school coach because he paid for his like food and like driving stuff and housing for his players and stuff.
Mhm.
And now they basically made that legal in Florida, which that's political stuff. I know the Attorney General for Florida is trying to like subpoena like the stuff with the NFL and like DIY hirings and all that stuff too. So your guys are caring a lot about football in Florida, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
DeSantis,
football is
I think it's
important.
not even like, I think, yes, it has something to do with football, but I think it has a lot to do with, making sure that those kids are taken care of and that they can still pursue their dream and get to where they want to be.
And keep
because
their head on track.
it's hard for a lot of kids, especially in this day and age. So anything to, make sure these kids get what they need to, enjoy the game.
Yeah, fair. I think nowadays with NIL money being so important in college, it could be a slippery slope. It could be a little tricky when it comes to the lower level with high school.
Mm-hmm.
But this act kind of puts it in the hands of the coaches and the staff. And, I think it's a good thing.
So, like, not to diverge too much, but I just need to rant for a second. College football needs to have a players' union. They need to get rid of NIL. They need to have a salary cap, and players need to be paid. That is my thing. If you're going to treat it like a pro league and let guys like 27, 28 play, like, treat it like a pro league. That's
I'm
my
cool
thing.
with that.
Yeah. They need to have a
salary cap?
Yes.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of dollars in this NIL.
Yeah. And if you go, you can use NIL if you're willing to go over the salary cap, but like in any league, there are consequences. You have to pay like luxury taxes or whatever.
There's a lot of working parts there that I don't know is going to can get worked out with the NCAA.
Well, you know what? Here's my solution: have Nick Saban become the head of college football.
He's on College Game Day. He's having a great time.
No, let him become the head of college football. Let him make all the decisions.
Basically, the commissioner of college football.
Yes, he needs to become the commissioner of college football.
I don't disagree with you. I think it's so much money going
like
around.
NIL kind of ruins the competitiveness of college. Like before NIL, like it's just like how good can you recruit? How good can you do this and that? Like
how good can you pay them under the table?
Like Indiana's like the rare exception, but normally it's just, and they're still in a top 2 power conference. Like you need
before NIL, it was how much can you pay them under the table.
Well, I mean, maybe, but like at the same time, I don't know. Like you still have, I don't know. I'm not engaged in college football. Like the stories of it, the rivalries of it, all this stuff has kind of been ruined because of conference realignment and NIL.
That is true.
I miss, like, I don't know if you guys do, but I miss the old Big East in college football. That was fun.
Yeah, I miss the old Big 12, but
yeah,
I mean,
so, I mean, obviously, you
stuff
do
change.
I'm just saying. I think
there. Teams going to the SEC though, but
can we stop? Like,
they need to stop that.
I think conferences should have a cap of like 12 or 14 teams. I don't think you need to have 16, 18 teams. That's
my thing was it's going to be like 2 conferences. It's going to be like the AFC, the NFC, basically college football.
Well, that's why you need to have a commissioner and have a salary cap, dude.
Well, I'm not saying
it's going to be Big 10 and SEC.
Pretty much.
That's it, basically.
North versus South. That's basically where this is going.
Man,
the big conference.
Don't feel right.
I know. That's
big,
the way it's going,
Big North versus Big South. I don't know.
Big North.
Something like
that.
I don't know. Yeah, just need to put a cap on the SEC, adding teams. Maybe they need to put a the transfer portal a little bit.
Yeah. Look, the ACC is the next conference that's going to be
a big problem too.
Yeah,
transfer portals.
I think you get one free. I think you get one free transfer. That's it. And the only other time that you get the transfer is if your coach gets fires or leaves or whatever.
What I think is so crazy about it too, though, is like it is treated like a league. Like, do these guys even go to school? Like
good question. Good question, right?
Like, where is the? Because there has to be some type of admissions, like, with the school. Like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
Lucas,
that was a fun.
You're right. The transfer portal is basically like free agency in college.
Yeah.
And I look, are they really okay? So like, if they're pros, then just get rid of the whole entire college charade of this and just have like a real minor league, not just like UFL or something. But like, I don't know, like if they're if they're going to college, go to college. Like Mal said, like pro basketball players, if they're one and done, like. Now, I will say this, in basketball, there's an unintended consequence of this, is that a lot of players that would used to come out when they were like sophomores or freshmen are now staying until their junior or senior year because they're not projected to be first round picks, so they're going to stay and get NIL money.
Yeah.
Because they can. Which is like cool, but not cool at the same time. Like, stay for the right reasons. Don't, I don't know. It's a whole thing. And maybe we could do a solo episode at this at one point. I don't know.
Yeah, cool with that.
I would like to get a college analyst on here at some point and talk about that. That just like for a fun summer thing. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
We can, yeah.
We got questions.
I got questions and I need answers. But
same here.
You know who also has questions that's not related to college football? JT.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's time, y'all. It is time for Who's That Football Player?
I'm
gonna see if y'all got it today. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't.
But
know
this
who
player
this is.
played with the Dallas Cowboys back in the 2005 NFL season. This player had 4 interceptions for 10 yards, 13 pass deflections, 32 total tackles, 29 of them were solo. This player is also a 3-time Pro Bowl. Mal, Lucas, and Maurice, who's that football player?
Wait a minute. He had 4 interceptions for 10 yards?
Yes.
Yeah, no yak.
Nope.
I don't know who this is.
13 pass deflections, 32 total tackles, 29 of them were solo, and he's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
It could be 2 people, but I think I know who.
Go with your instinct, Mal, and do not let these 2 try to steal your answer. I want them to learn for themselves.
I'm going to see what our fans said. Just saying.
I feel like
Don't you dare.
I feel like it's none other than the New York Jets head coach, Aaron Glenn.
Ooh.
And that's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
I forgot that he
all
played
right,
for
Maurice.
It was between
what knowledge you have?
It was between Aaron Glenn and Terrence Newman. Terrence Newman didn't make 3 Pro Bowls. So I'm going to go Aaron Glenn.
He's already done Terrence Newman, so I'll also go with Aaron Glenn.
It sounded like Terrence Newman. But
He's done Terrence Newman before.
I mean, it could be, he might throw us a curveball.
I think so. I think he has.
You sure? Hold on, I need to just to confirm.
He did. I think he did. Yeah, he could throw us a curveball. Have the answer twice.
I would never.
But Terrence Newman didn't make 3 Pro Bowls.
Oh, I think he made more than that.
He did.
I think. Let me check real quick.
So he just confirmed it wasn't Terrence Newman.
Basically.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Actually, I haven't done Terrence Newman yet.
Oh, okay.
Lucas, who you got?
I'll also say Aaron Glenn.
Okay, so I got 3 Aaron Glens.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good job, y'all.
Woo!
Yay!
It's correct.
We got
next week. Next week is gonna be a Giants player, and who knows? I might throw the blue shell at one of y'all.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that the Mario Kart blue shell?
Exactly.
Oh my.
All right, it's my turn.
I got one for research purposes.
Yeah, the poll question. Yep.
All right, so this was a New York Giants poll question. I don't think we got any responses on Twitter, but the question was
2 on, but continue.
Okay, on Twitter?
No, on TikTok.
Okay. With Neighbors most likely sidelined week 1, who emerges as a wide receiver 1 in his absence? Malachi Fields, Darnell Mooney, Darius Slayton, Calvin Austin III. Now, like I said, Twitter, we didn't get any responses. Let's check Facebook.
Well, while you
are you checking that?
The target is going to, number 1 target is going to be likely.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but I'm saying wide receiver. That because
I would say Mooney.
I would say Mooney as well. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted him in free agency. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think Mooney will as well. That was my answer. What did they get? What we get on TikTok, Lucas? Since I don't have TikTok.
Salty Florida man, Salty Florida man, 29-6.
Plot twist, guys. That's actually my burner.
Said none of the above. It will be a wide receiver one by committee. And then Chrissy B 8687 said Wandell Robinson. Oh wait, the eye roll emoji.
Okay, well that wasn't very helpful, guys. Thank you for your engagement, though.
I don't think we got anything on YouTube.
Receivers again, Mal?
Malachi Fields, Darnell Mooney, Darius Slayton, or Calvin Austin III.
I actually might think it could be Mooney.
Yeah.
I think Mooney, then Austin, then Slayton.
Okay.
I
No,
still think the
YouTube
Giants need a
responses.
legitimate receiver too, though.
Yes.
Who knows? Might trade for Brian Thomas.
Right.
Not bad.
I mean,
Kayvon.
that
Straight up? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Both first rounders.
We'd probably have to give a pick with Kayvon, I would think.
Yeah, maybe a second.
Yeah.
Or you could throw a third, maybe.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Since
What's up?
by next week we might have an AJ Brown trade. Who do you guys think? Well, we'll get AJ Brown. We'll trade for AJ Brown.
The Patriots, because the way they drafted. I think they're going to send their first round O lineman to you.
I think it might be a surprise team.
It might. Maybe Buffs.
They've already traded for DJ Moore.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. I've been hearing Jacksonville as a sleeper with Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I hope
wouldn't mind that.
All right.
Of course you wouldn't. But I mean, he'll be under rookie contract, so.
Yeah.
All right. So
gotta worry about it for a year or two.
So we have a trivia question, Eagles trivia question this week. The question is, before drafting Mekhi Lemon in the first round, who was the last USC player that the Philadelphia Eagles drafted in the first round?
That one seemed too easy.
Yeah. It might be.
Now, do you know?
I know. I think.
Was it?
He won't let me go first.
You can go first if you want.
Wow, but when I raise my hand, you say you would go the different way.
It's okay, dude. Just don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just take it.
All right. It was I wrote it down. Hold on, give me a second. It was Marlon Lupatudo.
Okay.
Wait a minute. It was a first round pick, right?
Or was it a USC player?
USC player that the Philadelphia Eagles drafted in the first round.
Oh, yeah. That's not it. It's got to be Nelson Aguilar.
All right. Mal, who do you got?
Nelson Aguilar.
Sure. Okay, yeah. Mal Maurice, you are correct.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar. That was easy.
Nelly.
Was it? Wait, repeat it again?
Before drafting Mekhi Lemon in the first round, who was the last USC player that the Philadelphia Eagles drafted in the first round?
Nelson
What
Aguilar.
draft was Nelson Aguilar?
2015. Marlon Tupelopu, whatever, was a 6th round pick.
Period.
He did,
yeah.
So let's go for a first round?
Yeah, it was meant. It was. Oh, yeah, I wrote it in there as a first. Who was the last first round pick?
Oh, first round.
Yeah,
it's been a long week. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. It's okay. Before that, the guy before him was Mike Patterson.
Okay, defensive tackle.
And then before that was 1973 with Charlie Young.
Period.
Okay, I was going back.
And then before him was Tom Rozanovich.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either.
How many more of these we have left?
How many more? What the draft ones?
Yeah.
This is the last one. Last one. I'm done. I'm done with the draft after this.
All right. I'm just tired of.
It's time for Lucas to mix it up a little bit.
What do I need to mix it up?
Yeah,
remix.
My head hurt from all this draft process and stuff. I'm gonna start a little earlier next, going into this upcoming season. Make things a little easier.
Okay. Well, before we go, I do want to let our fans know that we do have a full off season of Slate stuff. And actually, I'm going to do some homework tomorrow or in the next couple days to give you guys even some more solo episode content to make sure that we're up on par with that. But I do want to make sure that, and like I said, we'll be revealing those shortly. But basically, the goal is to have at least one solo episode out every 2 weeks for each team. So that is going to be the plan. Now that we're done with our off-season grades, we're going to start with Mount Rushmores, and we're going to do defensive end Mount Rushmores for each team, starting with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Maurice defensive end. Yep. Figure we switch it up. We've done offense the last 2 years. Now we're going to do defensive end just to switch it up.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to do defensive end. Maurice, you're going to miss out next week. That's okay. Maurice, you enjoy your time away. We're not going to say where or what, what's going on.
Have fun.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I think I already figured out my 4.
Well, yeah. Look, I think this will be a fun conversation. We'll try to see. Maybe we can get chatting with Cheese on. Maybe we can have Cheese on, and maybe he can talk with us too. It'd be cool to have some guest speakers. I know I'm going to have a guest speaker on mine. I'm going to bring John Taman on, friend of the pod. He's been on the solo episodes twice now, and look, he's a funny guy. He does a very good impersonation of one of the owners in our division, and it's not mine. So you need to start impersonating yours though. Mine doesn't have a really, unique voice, but that's not the point here. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Well, I'm not. I'm going to give it to Mal because Mal wasn't here last week. Mal, let's go ahead and wrap things up.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening this week. Make sure you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. That's where you can find our solo episodes that Lucas is talking about. 14 Rings and NFC East podcast, and make sure that you subscribe to us on everything, including Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. 14 Rings and NFC East podcast, as well as on all of our socials. That is Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure that you guys follow us on there for all our updated content. And everybody have a great week. Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. No, actually, no. Go
DC for life. Blessings, much love.
I'm just joking. No, go Big Blue. I mean, go New York for the basketball, I guess.
Yes, go Knicks.
But raise hail.